We got REG67 DC coming up here. Could the Vikings cut Garrett Bradbury? So Bradbury is a center for Minnesota, and I understand that they went out and they drafted Ed Ingram from LSU in the second round, if my memory serves me correct. He's a good interior offensive lineman. He might actually also play guard or center, both of them. The issue is, if you cut Bradbury, you don't save any money. So no matter what, you're going to pay, it's like a $4.9 million dead cap hit. So would you rather pay $4.9 million to have Bradbury on your team as worst case scenario as a backup, or pay $4.9 million to have him go somewhere else? I'm just going to keep him on the team. So would I say cut him? No, unless he's like the final man to make that 53 and you want to go out and make a big-time splash. I think you end up keeping a guy like this.
From Bam Troll, could the Vikings finish top 5 in the NFC? I think they absolutely could. Let's assume that Packers will just go with the defending champs, and Bucks and Rams and Cowboys win the NFC. That's then you're competing against the Eagles, Bears, the Lions, the Saints, Falcons, Panthers. The NFC West is going to be your main competition there, I would argue. Plus, I think Philadelphia is going to be pretty good this year. In the Niners and the Cardinals, and probably not the Seahawks. In the AFC, not a chance. In the NFC, they actually do have a shot at getting a top 5 spot and making a playoff game this year. Remember, they had one of the better point differentials. They lost a bunch of close games that hurt them. They had a better point differential than, well, actually about what you would expect for a 8-9 team. But there were a lot of close losses that they could win more of next year.
Let's go to Ten Yang. Where would Justin Jefferson's, rank Adams or Diggs' level of money? If I'm Justin Jefferson and I'm his agent, I want to be the highest paid wide receiver in the National Football League, because the numbers that young man has been able to put up since he's come out of LSU, they're arguably the best numbers that a rookie and sophomore wide receiver have ever put up. So Diggs is making about $24 million. I would try to smash that. And then in terms of Devontae Adams, then you also got to look at Tyreek Hill. I'm telling you, if I'm Justin Jefferson, I'm looking for $31 million per year. Next question coming up here on NFL Daily is from Evan Hinders. What's up, my dog? Vikings trade Alexander Mattison to New Orleans for a second-round pick next year and a fourth-round pick the following year. Do you play Madden, Evan? Because this is a Madden trade. I know that you guys like Alexander Mattison, and he's a good running back behind Dalvin Cook. Would New Orleans make some sense? Yes, because you got to remember Alvin Kamara is facing a potential 4 to 6 game suspension. But to get a second and a fourth-round pick, you're not going to get a second and a fourth-round pick for Saquon Barkley. For Alexander Mattison, you'd be lucky to get I'll say you should be happy to get a fifth-round pick in 2023. But I think the Vikings would settle for a sixth-rounder.
Brandon Kinder, is it fair to say Matthew Stafford is a top 4 QB? If we are trying to take what we are expecting this year out of quarterbacks, it's a little tough to go down that route. I think you're going to have to take Josh Allen over Matthew Stafford. I think you got to take Patrick Mahomes, maybe Russell Wilson. I think Stafford, because he's come on the Super Bowl, really helps his stock quite a bit there. I think you still got to take Brady, by the way, Rodgers as well. So now we're outside of the top 4. I think you then start to include, he's probably in the tier of, I'm not going to anoint Herbert yet. He's in that tier. I think you're including guys like a Joe Burrow. Maybe a Wilson, I think, is probably more in that tier. Lamar Jackson, if he's not hurt and injured the entire season. I think he's one of those QBs you feel really great about as your franchise guy, even as he does begin to age, but not quite top 4 for me. Now, if you want the best NFL coverage on YouTube, then subscribe. YouTube.com/chatsportstv. Let's get to 3,000 subscribers as soon as possible so we can put that little notch on our belt. Plus, you guys get free NFL videos once you subscribe for free. From Jeff Rogers, if you had one drive to win a game, Josh Allen or Mahomes? I mean, yes, to answer your question, I think I'll go Mahomes since I've seen him win a title already. We are also on Rumble, friends. So if you have not already, go support us over there. Free, uncensored content on that video platform. Sports from us here at Chat Sports, plus other sites have news, politics, tech, business updates as well. Give us a follow for free so we can dominate that platform. Rumble.com/NFL Daily. From Eastwood Satch, in your opinion, what team will jump from worst to first in their division this year? Okay, so I think Ravens have a really good shot because worst to first is a 2-game swing for them. They were 8-9 last year, last in the division. That would not be outlandish. The Broncos at 7-10 have a real chance for that. If Carolina can get a QB, which I don't know if they're going to be able to, they certainly make sense, but I would look at in particular Denver and Baltimore as the 2 most likely destinations because I don't believe in the Giants, the Jags, the Jets, the Lions, or Seattle quite that much. James Heiner, which second-year QB do you think will have a jump in year 2? Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, or Justin Fields? Now, Bears fans are going to get pissy with me here. I don't think they've done enough to help Fields. The offensive line is still not great. The receiving core it's mid, to be honest. I don't like it all that much. It's average at best. Zach Wilson, the Jets have invested in and given a lot of talent to. I think Lawrence is going to take the biggest jump in year 2, though I'd probably rank them jump-wise in that order. That does not mean I'm out on Fields. I think it might be more of a year 3 breakout for him.